In 2013, the Associated Press had their Twitter account hacked. The attackers used it to send a bogus tweet that said explosions in the White House had injured the President of the United States. That tweet spooked investors enough to drive the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 100 points. To protect the integrity of their service shortly thereafter, Twitter introduced multi-factor authentication, which means you need both a password and a mobile phone to log in. The way it works is you log into your settings, find the login verification option, and check the Send Login Requests to your mobile phone number option. After you sign in, Twitter sends you a text with a unique code you need to access your account. Currently, Twitter's enhanced authentication feature is optional and not really an option for organizations that collaborate on a single branded social media account at twitter.com. But the move does show that increasing security authentication by another factor beyond passwords is not that difficult to set up or use. The important thing to understand is that passwords are only one way of authenticating user access to an email account, social media profile, or computer system. Multi-factor authentication involves adding additional factors, which could be something the user has, like a smart card, digital token, or a mobile phone, or something the user is, like a physical identifier, such as a fingerprint, retina scan, or some other biometric characteristic. Apple, Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn offer two-factor authentication as well, all of which push unique passcodes to your mobile phone to authenticate your identity when you log in, just like Twitter does. If you want to significantly increase your security, it's a good idea to set up two-factor authentication on any online services or social networks you use. You're definitely better protected with multi-factor authentication. But don't let that lull you into a false sense of security. For one thing, people do change mobile phones once in a while. Unless you remember to change your two-factor authentication settings first, you could get locked out of your social media account if you lose access to your old phone number. So if you change numbers, you'll need access to both phone numbers at the same time to make the switch. So you'll need to overlap the two numbers. The basic rule of thumb, according to the FCC, is do not terminate your service with your existing company before initiating your service with the prospective new company. But remember, even though you can take your number with you, your old phone may not be compatible with your new service provider's telecommunications network, so plan on having to get a new phone as well. Another shortcoming of two-factor authentication schemes that send one-time secondary passwords via mobile is that you're relying on the security of your mobile phone provider, which isn't 100% secure either. Local law enforcement and government agencies that access the Criminal Justice Information System maintained by the FBI are required by federal law to use multi-factor authentication. In those cases, the FBI has approved the use of fingerprint scanners, smart cards, and tokens for two-factor authentication, but not cell phones.